Hello all, it's Ferdinand tutorial. Let's talk about amino acids. Now there are more than 300 naturally occurring amino acids. Now out of that 300 naturally occurring amino acids, we have only about 20 amino acids, that is, they are the monomers of protein. These 20 amino acids are the amino acids that are found in plants and animals. Now when we are talking about amino acid has a functional group together with the elements that are joined or compounds that are joined together with it, now forming an amino acid. Now each amino acid have a chiral carbon atom except glycine. Now let's check the functional group of amino acid. If we have C, when we have COO minus, we have NH3 plus, we have H, and we have R. Now this R varies. This R changes as a result of the amino acid. This R changes as a result of different amino acid that comes in. Now this R is what determines whether an amino acid is acidic, whether an amino acid is basic, whether an amino acid is aromatic, whether an amino acid is an amino acid, or whether an amino acid contains hydroxylic side chain. Now remember that this amino acid is a neutral amino acid. It's not acidic, it's not basic. Why? Now remember, here we have plus, here we have negative sign. Now negative plus here makes it neutral. I get it. It makes this chain here, it makes it what? Neutral. But when amino acids are being arranged, when amino acids are being introduced to these functional groups, you now see that the structure changes. It's either is acidic, as the case may be. Now let's talk about the different groups of this amino acid. Remember, in the beginning we said that we have 20 amino acid. Now let's divide this amino acid according to their groups. Now the first group, we have amino acids with aliphatic side chain. Amino acids with aliphatic side chains. Now when we're talking about amino acid with aliphatic side chains, they are 6 in number. Now we have glycine, we have alanine, we have valine, we have leucine, and we have what? Isoleucine. Now remember, when I was explaining something, I said that amino acid have a chiral carbon atoms. Now when we are talking about chiral carbon atoms is a carbon atom in which we have four different families that are introduced to that carbon atom. But glycine don't have a chiral carbon atom. Let's check. If you have, remember, we have here, we have C, we have COO minus, we have NH3 plus, we have H. Now here, this R will be H. Are you getting it? Why is it not? Look at the carbon atom. It's not chiral. We have only 2 atoms here. We have this one, but this one is ordinary hydrogen atom. It doesn't have it. It's not a family. So glycine, out of the 20 amino acid, glycine is not what? It doesn't have a chiral carbon atom. Now let's go on. Now this is the first group of amino acid where we have glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, and what? Isoleucine. Now the second one is amino acids with hydroxyl side chains. With hydroxyl side chains. Now they include serine, they include threonine, and tyrosine. Now having done that, let's go over to the number 3 group of amino acid. Now remember why we classify these ones as hydroxyl side chain, because now they have hydroxyl functional group in their side chains, OH group in their side chains. And even we have a chance, I would have drawn the structure here. Now let's go to the number 3. We have amino acids. We have amino acids with sulfur side chains, or sulfur atom side chain. Sulfur side chains. Now sulfur side chain, they include, we have the cysteine and the what? And methionine. Now These ones, we classify them differently. Now remember, in the classification of all these amino acids, they are classified differently from the other because they have a specific function, or they have a specific arrangement which others don't have. If you look at this aliphatic amino acid, or this amino acid with aliphatic side chains, now they are called aliphatic because they have an open chain carbon atoms. Here now, remember we have glycine here. If I'm talking about alanine here will be CH3. So we are increasing. Are you getting it? Their side chains are opening as they are going. The side chains are opening more and more. Are you getting it? So when we are talking about here with hydroxyl side chain, they have an OH group gathered to them. Now, if you're talking about serine, which is the simplest group, are you getting it? Let me draw a small structure of serine here. We have C, we have COO minus, we have NH3 plus, we have H, and here now we have CH2, and we have what? OH. Are you getting it? These are serine. These are like, this is an example of an amino acid with what? Hydroxyl side chain. That's it. Now when we're talking about this sulfur containing amino acid, like in their side chains, those that have sulfur atoms in their side chains, we're talking about cysteine and what? Methionine. Now here now they have sulfur in their side chains, sulfur atoms, sulfur that we know, they contain it in their what? In their side chain. That's why we classify them differently. Now let's go to the number 4. We have amino acids with basic side chains. With basic what? Side chains. Now when we're talking about basic side chains, now there are 3 in number. They include lysine, arginine, and what? Histidine. Now, what makes this amino acid basic is because they contain what? Amine group in their side chain. They contain what? Amine group. Now remember that we have carboxylic acid and we have what? Ammonia. Remember ammonia is a base, carboxylic is an acid, carboxylic acid. Are you getting it? Now this plus here makes it, this structural part here, this is the acidic part, this is the basic part. But due to these charges, they are all balanced. Are you getting it? Now when we come to this one with a basic side chain here, now the presence of more of this makes it what? Makes it basic in nature. We are not drawing the structure because of time, because of space. Let's go to the next one there. Amino acids with acidic side chains, or their amides with acidic side chains, or their amides, They include the aspartic acid, we have the glutamic acid, we have the asparagine, we have the number D, asparagine, and what? Glutamine or glutamine. Now, if you look at these two here, aspartic acid and glutamic acid, they are what? They are amino acid with acidic side chains. While asparagine and glutamine are their amines. Are you getting it? They are their amines of that amino acid with acidic side chain. They are their amines. These ones are the what? Acidic side chains. Are you getting it? Now let's go over to number 6. Amino acids with aromatic side chains. Now they include, we have tyrosine, we have phenylalanine, and we have tryptophan, and the last one there is what? Histidine. Someone might ask, why is histidine a basic amino acid and also an aromatic amino acid? Now histidine is an aromatic amino acid as well as a basic amino acid because of the enlarged structure Now that last structure, that structure there, we call it imidazole functional group or imidazole group. Are you getting it? Now, having known that, we have another group of amino acid where we have the amino acid. That's those that have amino side chain, or we call it amino acid. Now, example is what? Proline. Now, it's only what? Proline. Now, this proline doesn't follow this structure. It doesn't follow this structure. It's the only amino acid that is different from all this. It doesn't follow this structure. Here, it doesn't put this NH3. I get to say it removes it and add NH2 here. I get it. So it's like it's a different structure, not entirely different, but you just have a slight change from the normal structure of amino acid. So this is how we classify amino acid. Now remember also there are two. Tyrosine is here and it's also in amino acid with OH group. That is because remember, even though it is it contains a benzene ring, what we call aromatic. When we are talking about this structure, are you getting it? Even though it contains a benzene ring, it also contains OH. So this OH makes it to belong to hydroxy. Now this benzene ring makes it to belong to the aromatic side chain. So thank you for joining us in this tutorial. Thank you for being here. We are hoping to see you again in our next tutorial, which is on what? Which is on Tuesday. Please try and be present. Try and come and have a date with us. We hope to see you again. Share to your friends who don't know about Ferdinand tutorial. Comment your questions below because we are eager to answer your question. We are ready to answer your question. Try and share to your friends who don't know about Ferdinand tutorial, and also subscribe to this channel. See you on Thursday.